Excuse me. Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? KMB the Six Ninja in the place to be, as always, for C Plus Studios, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. It is fueled, it is powered. You will acknowledge crazyhoodiez.com. Shout out, much love to the almighty Big Daddy. Let's just jump right on in, shall we? Got my pen, got my notes. Monday Night Raw in Charlotte, North Carolina. We start the show with Carl Anderson and Finn Balor. This was a fun match, a great way to start, and I'm really digging the feud between the Judgment Day and the OC. But it definitely was like it was definitely cool. And then the best part about it is when Rhea Ripley slams Gallows, like bam. It was just like and her low blow. And there's a great backstage segment later on in the night. We'll get to that. But this match was fun. Definitely setting up the feud between these two factions. You know, we're going to go to Crown Jewel. It's going to be an all-out war. I think this is what the Judgment Day needed. And the fact that Finn Balor got the win over Carl Anderson due to the low blow, you know, it's good heat, brother. It's good heat. They go backstage. Johnny Gargano's with The Miz. And they go into this little thing. He goes, what do you think you know? What do you think you know? What do I know? Who knows what? You know, it's just this great interaction between the both of them. And I think Johnny on the roster, especially on Monday Night Raw, brings the entertainment because he shows up a few more times. Then The Miz is like, I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to tell the world the truth. And I'm going to give them the truth. Goes out there, starts cutting the promo. Johnny comes out and was like, and Miz says, Ciampa is gone because, you know, the truth is Dexter Lumis is jealous of the fact that, you know, I chose Ciampa over him and that's the truth. And then Johnny comes out and was like, no. That's not how it goes. You got to tell the truth, Miz. I got the whistle. I will blow the whistle. The best part about this is the fact that our truth came out. Hands down, I lost my shit. I was just like, oh man. And he comes in, he's like, all right, I'm here. You said you wanted to tell the truth. Here I am. Oh man. Oh, that was just great. Our Truth is fantastic. But it sets up the match between R Truth and Miz. Miz gets distracted by Johnny. R Truth for the win, you know, and the distraction from Johnny was great because they pan over and they see the hood and the gloves and whatnot, and I was like, that has to be Johnny. Once the hood comes up and everything, and it was Johnny, and I was just like, this is great. I love the fact that the Miz just doesn't have a feud with Dexter Lumis. He has a feud with Johnny as well. So I want to see where that goes. I can't wait. Miz getting great heat on the crowd. Dale Earnhardt Jr. was out in the crowd, and the Miz is like, I can outrace you with my Tesla. You know, great heat. Interview with Candice LeRae, but Damage Control comes in. The best part about this is they're talking, and Bayley just hits the camera, and you just hear chaos and everything going on, and you find out Candice LeRae's injured from that. Damage Control is taking over, and they're not stopping. We get a backstage segment with Elias and Riddle, and Elias is like, hey man, you know, I don't like being interrupted when I have to express my creativity. You know, I like, this is everything I like to, this is my love, my passion, but when I get interrupted, I get a little mad, you know, and I take care of business and stuff like that. And Miz is like, yo man, I didn't mean no disrespect, man. I've been hitting the bongs all week, you know, all weekend. Nice little joke there. But then, oh, man. Alpha Academy comes in. I have the note right here. What are you guys, forming a band? Blink 180 shoosh! Chad, that made me laugh harder than it should have. My wife was like, "Do you really think it was that funny?" I was like, 180 shoes. I don't know why, but that hits all the right stuff, man. Austin Theory versus Mustafa Ali. Seth comes out. Seth is causing the distraction and everything like that. And, you know, that's how Austin Theory gets the win. And then it just goes into the straight brawl between Seth and Mustafa Ali. At first, and I said this last week, I wasn't really for this feud. You know, I wasn't really, like, digging what we're going to do with this. I said, no, we shouldn't have ended the show with Mustafa Ali, you know, and Seth. They should have flipped it with him and Brock. But I really feel Triple H is trying to bank on Mustafa Ali. He's trying to, like, finally get this kid to give him that push. And I'm on board. Like, this whole thing, like, when he got beat down, I was like, all right. Then he came back and he just started fighting some more and this and that. And, you know, it was definitely really cool. We got Johnny in the back again with The Miz. And he's like, blah, 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 you know. It's just great stuff, man. I like how they're weaving The Miz and Loomis and Johnny all into the show. Like, you know, that's where we're going. Baron Corbin with JBL. And JBL, man, God bless you, JBL. The heat you create on those promos when you're insulting everybody, that just makes me happy. But we have Omos, and we talk about the Omos and Braun Strowman feud, the Monster versus the Giant, the Nigerian Giant, you know, the Monster Among Men. You know, it's definitely really cool to see where we're gonna go with that. They also showed the Bayley package with Bayley and Bianca. You know, who's going to get the upper hand? Well, I definitely think we're going to see this at Crown Jewel or maybe Survivor Series. We shall see. But then they had Omos come out for a match versus a 4-on-1, a bunch of jobbers. MVP cuts this great promo, and he's just like, hey, you know, like, you know, you need to understand. Look at that fist. Look at that. It's bigger than your head and everything like that. You know, MVP's cutting this great promo. It's like, look at that fist. Look at that. You want to stand up against that? You think you can handle that? No, you can't. What does Omos do? He destroys them. He wins. You know, then Elias is headed to the, you know, to the ring and everything. And it's Elias versus Chad Gable. Great match, man. I think Chad Gable is an underrated talent. And that dude can work the mat like no other. You know, Otis is there. And I love Otis. Otis has these great little, oh. But man, there was this one spot where Elias caught him with the knee, Chad, and Chad just sold that thing. Even my wife was like kind of watching. She's like, oh, shit. And I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, man. Great win for Elias. Then Otis attacks. Riddle comes in for the save. So I'm wondering if we're creating a Riddle and Elias alliance, and they're going to become some tag team maybe down the road. I feel, as much as I think that's cool, I feel bad for Riddle, because Riddle had a great run where he faced Roman Reigns, and he looked like he was on this verge of a title run and everything like that, you know. But the feud with Seth, you know, and it was a great feud. Now it's over. What do we do now? What do we do with Riddle? So I'm feeling that that's what's going to be going on. Great backstage segment with the OC. Gallows is all, you know, Anderson's holding ice on his balls and stuff like that. He's like, oh, you know, and AJ's like, we got a problem. We got a Rhea problem. And Gallows like, I got a Rhea-lution. I'm going to take care of it. I'm great with women. And as he leaves, Anderson and AJ go, he's terrible with women. So I don't know what he's going to do back, you know. Oh, man. But later on, he comes back and his balls are, he's like, oh, give me that ice. Give me that ice. Give me that ice. It's just good stuff, man, like that. JBL, like I said, best heel ever, introduces the modern day wrestling god, Baron Corbin. Bro, your music sucks. Like, I really do like Baron Corbin. But bro, your music sucks. They need to go back to the lab and remix it. They need to have JBL maybe give him his music. I don't know. Something needs to happen. You need to lose the dumb hat. I want to. Little Bryan Danielson there. I'd say lose the hat. Get some new music. Get some music that means something. You know, I don't know. It's just something that we need to repackage. You know, I think they should have done a repackage with Baron Corbin instead of just being like, okay, here he's JBL, he's the modern day wrestling god, bada bing, bada boom. He still has still the same dumb music, and he has his little hat. You know, I just want to slap that hat off, man. But there's some great stuff in this match with Johnny taking JBL's hat, you know, and putting it on. JBL with the assist, leg sweep, and everything like that. That was fun because of the fact that Corbin got the win over Johnny, but it's because of the assist to JBL, and JBL is going to keep building him to be the wrestling god. So there's a backstage interview with Bianca Belair. She's like, yo, she does a Bianca thing, like I'm the EST. Girl, you know, like it's Bianca. So you really can't go past that, but I do see the fire in this feud between her and Bayley. We look into the story of Brock and Lashley. Brock Lesnar returns next week. The Beast is coming to Monday Night Raw next week, baby, in Dallas. So, and they say now we're on the main event, Bianca Belair versus Bayley. You know, this match was really good. This was a really, really good match with the crazy ending. No one saw. I'm not going to lie. Last night, I was super exhausted. Even though I had a few days off. Yesterday, I just was trying to recharge my batteries. And I was like this, watching Raw. You know, great stuff. I was like, you know, laughing. Yeah, stuff like that. And then I was sitting there, and all of a sudden, like, out of nowhere, someone just on the top rope jumps on Damage Control, EO and Dakota Guy. And it just, out of nowhere, just like, that great just... I was like, wait, what? That woke me up. I was like, who's that? And Nikki Cross is back. I told my wife, I was like, God bless Triple H. He took away that almost a superhero, Nikki ASH, the mask, the costume, everything. And I was just like, oh, Nikki Cross is back. She's back, baby. And she, not only does she, like, attack Damage Control, she attacked Bayley, you know, so there's heat there, whipping her with a jacket and everything like that. It was one of those things, and when she was rolling up this and that, and all of a sudden, you know, it was like, what is Nikki doing? Where are we going with this? Because that was just straight up like, come, dive, bam, you know, Corey and going back and forth, like, who's that? Ah! And then you get that great close up of Nikki's face, and you're just like, whoa, what's going to happen next week? What's the story with Nikki Cross? And she's attacking everyone. Like, she's not just attacking the bad guy or the good guy, the good woman, the bad woman. Like, she's attacking everyone. She's lost it. She's gone crazy. She's a Nikki Cross we need. Not the stupid ASH crap. I'm happy. This Raw gets a 5 out of 5 because that was just, everything was clicking and popping and hitting notes. There was nothing really. I was kind of like, except the Baron Corbin thing, but that's just a Baron Corbin thing, you know. Everything on the show, I give the show a 5 out of 5. And especially that ending, because that great camera angle where she just comes out of nowhere and hits Dakota Kai, Dakota Kai, Io Sky, bam, and you're like, wait, who was that? And then he comes in, and then they finally like get this nice close up, and you're like, she's back, ladies and gentlemen, she's back. It's Nikki Cross. Thank you, Triple H, to start throwing things all over the house. Good time to be alive and being a wrestling fan. So, tell me what you thought of the show. What was your highs? What was your lows? What was the things that made you mad? What was the things that made you fall in love with wrestling all over again? Well, touched the PP of the mind, as I say. All right, y'all. After that, like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja, and this is the New World Podcast, brother, and it's for life.
You said you want to tell the truth. Dog, I'm here. What?
Yeah, he does have a point. He is technically the real truth.